roar. We lead with courage and onward we go. We will lead with courage and onward we go.
Hello Bhavanites. Each day we come to know of several changes that are happening around us and in the society where we live. Television, social media, newspapers, WhatsApp communications, they are all sources of information for us to know that there are several changes happening. Now the latest news is that all of us are going to be vaccinated against the novel coronavirus or the COVID-19. My dear Bhavanites, it is better for us to accept all the changes that are happening around us before we are compelled to internalize them, so that we are keeping pace with the ever-changing world that we are living in. When pandemic broke last February, precisely from 23rd of February 2020, all the schools were closed and all of us were worried about the education of our children, be it parents or teachers or the school management. All of us are very much concerned. But Bhavanites, you know, we were the first ones in Kuwait to get started with an alternate system of education, which we never experienced all through our teaching career. That's the online platform. We started with Zoom. We found some comfort in a Zoom platform, but then there were demerits, and we quickly adapted to the MS Teams, and today we are all very happy that our children are getting the best of online education possible. So we have adapted to changes that were happening around us very quickly, and we have bridged the social distancing between us through the online platforms, that is the Zoom and MS Teams. My dear Bhavanites, all of us during this pandemic time had sufficient time with us to unlock our creativity and share it worldwide. It's a blessing in disguise. So my message for you through this second edition of WHTV is embrace changes. Accept that changes are always good for making progress in life. As Mahatma Gandhi said, the change should happen with you if you want to see the changes in the world. With this short message, I wish each and every one of you will be taking your tests and examination in a week's time from now all the very, very best. Enjoy the changes. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Greetings.
I am Vaishnavi Rajesh Pai, head girl.
And I am Jerome John Thomas, the head boy, and welcome to the Bhavan's News Desk.
With the message of togetherness, one spirit, one team, one mission, the members of Indian Educational School in Jack and Jill gathered in the virtual auditorium to welcome the year 2021 with the hopes of bringing back the good old times. The day's celebrations were hosted by the staff club, Milan 2021. The day also witnessed a landmark in the history of IES as Widening Horizon, the monthly newsletter of IES, has taken a new shape in the form of a web channel named as WHTV. Mr. N.K. Ramachandran Menon, Chairman, Bhavan's Middle East, launched the first edition of WHTV amid high-spirited applause.
In connection with the World Hindi Divas celebration, the Department of Hindi IES organized various programs and competitions. The program commenced at 9 a.m. in the presence of Ms. Lalita Premkumar, Vice Principal of the Primary Wing, on the Zoom platform. Ms. Swarna Saini, HOD of Hindi Department, welcomed the August gathering. Master Sayanj and Ms. Janvi of Grade 6 were the MCs. Master Arnav Sagar Savant of Grade 3 delivered a speech on the importance of the Hindi language. Storytelling and advertising competitions were held for the students of Grades 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 respectively. Youth is the best time. The way in which you utilize this period will decide the nature of the coming years that lie ahead of you. Since 1984 January 12th, the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, observed as the National Youth Day across the country. The Department of Social Science of Bhavan's Indian Educational School, Kuwait, virtually organized the National Youth Day celebration to honor the contributions of Swami Vivekananda. The middle and senior wing students took part in various events like slogan writing, poster making, online painting, poem writing, panel discussion and essay writing competitions.
Bhavan's Kuwait, in association with Yuva for India, organized the third session of Meet the Expert Youth Empowerment, a motivational lecture on the ideals and philosophy of Swami Vivekananda on 20th January 2021. Dr. K.S. Subramanian, MA, PhD, Dean of Arts and Humanities of Swami Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhana Samsthan, was the speaker of the day. The Primary English Department organized a storytelling competition for grades 1 to 4. It was a pleasure to watch our young storytellers narrate stories from Aesop's fables, Panchatantra and folktales from Jharkhand.
Good morning, one and all. I am Aksa Hanna Shebu of grade 4. Today, I am going to talk about the Hazari Bagh National Park of Jharkhand.
The National Girl Child Day was celebrated on January 24, 2021. The students delivered speeches and recited poems on the importance of the girl child. A few selected presentations are uploaded on the official social media handles of CBSE too. Isn't that a great honor for IES? Now, let's have a look at the achievements of the month. BRICS Math is an international online competition in mathematics conducted for students from Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Indonesia and Vietnam. A total of 67 students from IES bagged the coveted winner's title in the competition. In Merit Hunt 2020, conducted by Zero Malabar Cultural Association Kuwait, Manha Anis bagged the winner's title in Category 1 and Fida Ansi bagged the second position in Category 2.
Moving on, let's see what's happening in our sister concerns across the Middle East. Here's news from Bahrain Indian School. Arnav Tushar Yolar ranked #1 in GCC International Benchmark Test for Science. The meritorious achievement of Arnav was heartwarming and he was honored with the cash award of BD51 along with a certificate and a trophy.
Science India Forum Bahrain is a voluntary non-profit organization formed by professionals in the fields of education, science and technology, businessmen and philanthropists to promote science among students in Bahrain. SIF Bahrain operates under the patronage of the Embassy of India Bahrain and is supported by Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO. It is an honor to share here that Pranav Bobby Shekhar of Grade 7 of BIS bagged first spot in Science India Forum in his category. Kudos to his exemplary performance.
Arnab Sengupta of Grade 9 of BIS published a book titled Iridescence, 50 Poems by a Teenage Dreamer. The book notched Amazon's bestseller rank #1 in the kids' poetry category. The poems try to decode the mysteries of the hidden world, talk about the blues and how it is an aspect we have to give respect to, give some hope for the future, and show that love is a very multifaceted and complicated yet beautiful butterfly.
BIS students outshone in various competitions and emerged as winners in Melio, an IIT IIM alumnus initiative which conducts online challenges in speed math, storytelling and spelling bee for students across the entire world. Sunish Sunil of Grade 4 and Sujay Sunil of Grade 3 packed first position in Melio online spelling bee, while Amit Bijesh of Grade 2 won the first position in Melio online storytelling competition. Dishi Bal of Grade 1 secured the first position in Melio storytelling challenge.
Bhavan's Al-Saad Indian School was associated with One Route, One Community, one of EEG's Emirates Environment Club. Major community action-oriented projects that propagates community waste reduction and recycling schemes and liaise with various target groups within the community to spread environmental message and to improve the community's environmental awareness. The school's contribution towards the reduction of GHG emissions and save landfill space was 2,170 kilograms and achieved the target for One Route, One Community. In paper collection, the campaign, the school was among the top 3 collectors. A certificate was awarded by EEG and the school got qualified to plant 1 Sidra tree under the For Our Emirates We Plant campaign, which took place on Sunday, 20th December 2020 at Ras Al Khimma. The appreciation message was published in EEG's November 2020 newsletter too.
Congratulations to all Bhavanites. Your achievements are outstanding and you stand head and shoulders above the rest. Keep on growing, keep on achieving. Believe in yourself because there are incredible things in store for you and greater heights to soar.
We'll be back next month with more interesting events, novel ideas and exemplary achievements. You are watching WHTV, when knowledge is turned into wisdom.
Hi dear friends, I am Dimya Balakrishna. Today I would like to introduce craft making to all of you. If you like my video, please try it.
most of us tend to feel lazy or slothful due to our burdensome day and eventually plan out to prepare something quick yet scrumptious for our family members and our little kiddos who crave to have some flavorsome snacks. Welcome everybody, welcome to Jesse's Kitchen, where we will be cooking tenses. Oops, did I say tenses? I am here to prepare a God-sent recipe for those who are clueless about what to make for breakfast or evening snack. So let's get started and prepare our effortless vegetable sandwich. I have taken 4 slices of bread, 1 grated carrot, 1 chopped tomato, chopped coriander leaves, pinch of salt, pinch of black pepper, and it is optional, you may also take white pepper as well. So I have few pouches of ketchup, I'm sure you love it, and butter. And I have taken 2 slices of cheese, I'm sure you love it, chopped onions, 4 slices of bread. Now let me put these chopped onions inside this bowl. So here is our easy peasy vegetable sandwich. You may toast it, but I like this way. I hope you loved it. So the reason why I made this recipe and I showed you is because I want you to do a small task, okay? And I'm sure you love doing it. So the task is you need to write a recipe in simple present tense and present it in the online class. Okay, I hope you loved Jesse's Kitchen, and I'm sure you'll definitely try out something new and you'll make something special for your parents and your loved ones. Thank you.
To the yet another session of Flame of Fame with Hima Nirmal, and you are watching WSTV, where knowledge is turned into wisdom. When most of us think about our talents, we often gravitate toward what we think of as our own natural abilities. Some of us are naturally more athletic, better in math, art, science, or maybe we are more musically inclined than others. What we don't often think about is the fact that talent is built, not born. To bring out the talents of our children, it is important to reinforce the hard work, determination and perseverance it takes to develop a skill, and most importantly, appreciation to bolster their confidence. Once again, welcome back to Flame of Fame with Hima Nirmal, and you are watching WSTV, where knowledge is turned into wisdom. Embassy of India, Kuwait organized a series of competitions for the students of Indian schools in Kuwait to promote one of the richest heritages of India, Ayurveda, and to expand its global reach as Ayurveda's extension effectuate the welfare of the entire humanity. And today, we are going to meet the two little champions who bagged the first position in the competitions conducted by the Embassy of India, Kuwait. Before the ink gets dry on the page, let's get started with our little champs of the day. Anna Mary Wilcher of grade 6. Anna, could you give us a brief description of yourself and your achievement in the essay writing competition conducted by Indian Embassy of Kuwait?
I am Anna Mary Wilcher of class 6E, studying in Indian Educational School, Kuwait. I am a person who is very much passionate about writing and painting. Both these hobbies gives me joy that enriches my life and also an opportunity to express myself. I secured first prize in essay writing competition conducted by Indian Embassy Kuwait on the occasion of Ayurveda Day. It was truly an honor to me. I started scribbling down stories about birds and animals when I was 6 or 7. But later, at grade 4, we were assigned to prepare a scrapbook about our summer holidays as a part of our vacation assignment. Then I realized that writing gives me some kind of pleasure which I never experienced before. And now, in the lockdown period, I write and paint a lot more as I have more free time.
Congratulations, Anna, for your great achievement. And my questions for you, when did you first realize that you are a writer? And how long does it take to write an essay for you?
Honestly, it depends. Under pressure situations like exams or competitions, I can prepare an essay within the stipulated time. But at home, without any time constraint, it varies depending upon the topic. Some topics require research, whereas some others are quite familiar and interesting to me, so that I could finish it in 2-3 hours. An essay can be defined as a short piece of writing that expresses information as well as writer's opinion. To write an essay, first you have to decide your topic, do the required research, and then create a skeleton for the essay. This skeleton will help you to write a more organized essay. Instead of trying to write a good essay, try to write an interesting essay that fascinates you. Shakespeare once said, "The pen is mightier than the sword." So friends, let us take the pen and enjoy the most powerful weapon in the world. Thank you.
In short, you have to take a deep dive into a chosen topic, analyze it, share your thought and supplement them with solid facts. And the chance for the winning competitions can only be improved by honing skills and competing in more and more competitions. So do not hesitate to practice as much as possible to become the best writer and create top grade essays with ace. Thank you, Anna. Let's meet Advika Ram of grade 4. Advika, could you just brief us your achievement in Ayurveda online quiz competition conducted by Embassy of India, Kuwait?
Hello everyone, my name is Advika Ram. I am studying in 4th standard in Indian Educational School, Bhavans, Kuwait. I am glad to say that I won the Ayurveda quiz competition conducted by the Indian Embassy, Kuwait on the occasion of Dhanvantari Jayanti. Actually, I learned more about Ayurveda at the time of COVID-19 pandemic. We need to know about Ayurveda because it is a traditional medicine originated in India and it is our heritage.
And my questions for you are, what is your greatest strength and how do you prepare for your quiz competitions?
My greatest strength as a competitor is my self-confidence. And I must say this, my biggest strength is the support of my parents and school. And the formula behind my success is reading habit. This helped me a lot. I read almost 30 minutes every day to improve my general knowledge. And preparation of quiz competition. There is no specific pattern. I try to read and gather as much information as possible about the subject or the specific topic of the quiz. And my advice to my friends, participation is more important than winning. And never give up. Keep putting in the effort, success will follow you.
I second that. Competitions offer a lot more reward than just winning prize. They offer a chance for the participant to gain substantial experience, showcase skills, and analyze and evaluate outcomes and uncover personal aptitude and creativity. Music. Music is a part of every known society, past and present, and is common to all human cultures across the globe. The emotion caused by music, the attitudes of its composers and players, and the venues it is played can also vary from time to time and place to place. Today, I am greatly privileged to introduce the budding lyricist Karen Bobby Kurian of grade 6 and a promising music composer and singer Jaden Daniel of grade 10, whose contributions gave birth to the prestigious theme song for WHTV. Welcome to the show, Karen. Hi, Karen. Could you just brief us yourself and your contribution as a lyricist of the theme song of WHTV?
Hello, my name is Karen Bobby and I study in grade 6 of the Indian Educational School, Kuwait. I was given the privilege of writing the lyrics to the theme song of the WHTV, for which I am very grateful.
Congratulations, Karen. Do you remember the first time that you wrote a song?
I think it's in the 2nd grade. On the way back from school, on the bus, my friends and I used to write and compose our own songs, which is where I wrote my first songs.
Do you remember the first time that you wrote a song? How would you compose a song if you were given a theme?
Since I play the keyboard and sing as well, by God's grace, I find it very easy to write the lyrics to my songs.
You are absolutely right. They say that songwriters and musicians simply play a keyboard to conjure up some magic spirit that unlocks their inner music. Karen, how challenging was it for you to write a theme song for WHTV?
Initially, I wasn't getting many ideas for the lyrics to the theme song. However, just 5 minutes before it was due, the lyrics instantly came to me. I wrote them down and submitted them, and I'm so glad they were accepted. My experience has been great so far, and I am very grateful and honored to have contributed in this great initiative. Also, my heartfelt gratitude to the teachers and team that made these words come to life through this beautiful melody.
Very true, Karen. It was indeed a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. Now, we would like to hear you sing a few lines of the song that you have recently composed.
River flow, spread your wings and grow over the mountains and through the valleys. River flow.
Brilliant, Karen. That was really a mood changer. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let us welcome the burgeoning music composer and singer Jaden Daniel of grade 10. Jaden, could you brief us about yourself and your contribution as a singer of the song of WHTV?
My name is Jaden Daniel Stanley. I am 16 years old as of current, and composing the music and singing the theme song for Widening Horizons is truly an amazing experience. It is one that I will always cherish. I started singing at the age of 3. The first memory that I had of singing was alongside my parents at the church while we sang for the Christmas family sing-song service, and then after that my mom and dad sent me for Carnatic vocal class at the age of 6, and they also wanted me to play an instrument, so they sent me for piano class at the age of 9.
Yes, Jaden. Parents are the ultimate role models for children. Every word, movement and action has an effect on them. And here we can see how Jaden's parents bequeath in him the spirit of reverence. What do you consider as the most challenging aspect of composing music?
The difficult part of composing music would probably have to be composing the melody, because you can get music anywhere. You can get music for your songs on the internet. You have loops, you have samples, but composing the melody requires great work, great concentration and time. So composing the melody would have to be the hardest part of composing a song.
Now tell me, what is your favorite song? And could you sing a few lines for us?
My favorite song. The favorite song would definitely be Can't Help Falling in You by Elvis Presley. A few lines of the song. Okay, I will sing a few lines of the song. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Yeah, that's a few lines from the song Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley.
Wow, that's awesome sauce, Jaden. You have a booming voice and a burst of character in your tone. You are a baritone singer. Keep it up. If you're trying to learn how to discover your child's talent, the secret lies in allowing the kids to discover their interests and finding those activities that excite them like no other. From there, kids learn the determination, the perseverance needed to become precisely what they want to be. Signing off, this is WHTV and you were watching Flame of Fame with Hima Nirmal, where knowledge is turned into wisdom.